Okay, welcome again. So in today's lesson, we will continue the lessons for this semester. I will start Unit 11. So in our previous lecture, we finished the revision unit. Now we'll start Unit 11. Okay, in Unit 11, we're going to talk about cause and effect. Okay, cause and effect. The meaning of cause is the reason of why something has happened. Everything in life, okay, if it did happen, there is a reason for that. Okay. For example, if you all in the classroom and I suddenly has told one of your colleagues or students to go out of this classroom. Okay, maybe you don't know why. Because it should be a reason. There is a cause that let me kick this student out. Maybe he didn't bring the book with him. This is the cause. This is the reason I kicked him out. Another reason, maybe he was using his mobile phone. So as a result, I kicked him out. So my action happened as a result of a cause. Okay, a reason. I didn't just tell him to go without any reason. It must be has a cause. Okay, so this is the meaning of cause. Effect is the result of my action. Okay, if I tell the student to go out, the result is what? The result is being absent for this lecture. Okay, so both of them have similar meaning. Okay, it is an action. This action has effect on the students. Okay, if I didn't teach very well, this action will have an effect on the student performance. They might not get a good score in the exam. Okay, and my low quality of teaching has a cause. Maybe I did not prepare very well before coming to the class. So these are the meaning of cause and effect. Okay. So let's continue. Start first lesson. It will be about pistons and valves. Okay, this is page 84. Okay, pistons are you can see them inside engines or some mechanical part that goes up and down against a liquid, okay, to prevent it from spreading or to be released within a specific time. Okay, valve, an example for a valve we see is in shower, okay, in the bathroom. Okay, when you turn on the valve, okay, you allow the water to enter. When you turn it off, to stop the water from going out. So this is the valve. We'll see an example in upcoming exercises. Okay, let's see the first exercise. We have some vocabulary we'll go through and try to get the meaning from their pictures. Okay, for number one, it says put the parts of the spray bottle together. So this is spray bottle. Okay, spray bottle. If I want to assemble them, okay, then we will have a full spray bottle. Okay, now we will talk about S parts. Okay, if we deassemble them, okay, what are the parts of the spray bottle? Let's start from the first one, the nozzle. Okay, this is the nozzle. Okay, we have something called trigger. Trigger. The trigger is used if you pull it towards you, then you will allow the water to be released. You can see this trigger with guns. You want to fire, just simply pull it towards you, and then you will allow the bullet to be released. Okay, spring. As you can see, it is flexible. Okay, spring is flexible, that allows the trigger to be moved. Okay, spring. So we have piston. The piston allows the water to release also. Okay, we have a liquid. This is the liquid. Liquid has different kinds. It might be a water, drink, chemical substance. So liquid, everything that looks like this. Okay, that has to be contained within a bottle to prevent from going out. An example of a liquid is water. So water is a liquid. Bottle, this is a bottle. Okay, a bottle also is used if you want to store water. We call it water. So we have outlet valve and a chamber. Okay, this is outlet valve, chamber. So we have also inlet valve. Inlet valve. Look at the first word. So we have outlet, inlet, in something inside, out something outside. Okay, spring also, if you can see, this is stretchable and flexible. Can go up and right, up and down. Spring. Just imagine that if you just squeeze it, compress it, and release it, will just goes up. This is a tube. Okay, this is the tube. This is the Lincoln tool where you can transfer the water up toward and up to the nozzle. Okay. So these are the parts of the spray bottle. Okay, we have reading here. We need to match each diagram with a caption below. These are captions. They are called captions. Caption is a picture with instructions arrows. Okay, to tell you how to do something. So we have 4. We need to match each one based on the picture. Look to the arrows. These are arrows. Okay, let's see the first one and try to match it with A, B, C, or D. Caption 1. The trigger makes the piston move in. This makes the water pressure increase. Okay, this is the meaning of increase. From 0 to 9, this is increasing. Okay, it is used if you want to increase the temperature of the weather, also to increase the volume of the sound. The high pressure causes, okay, the high pressure causes the outlet valve to open. The open outlet valve allows the water to flow out of the chamber. Okay, what do you think? Something has opened. It's something that has opened. Okay, the water has flow out. Flow out means goes. This is the answer for 1 is B. You can see the water that goes out. So if you want a description, this is the description of what is happening in B. Okay, let's see number 2. The piston. Okay, the piston moves in. This causes the water pressure to increase. The high pressure makes the inlet valve close. The closed inlet valve prevents the water from flowing back into the bottle. Okay, what do you think? You can identify the answer from the last sentence. Prevent means stops. There is no back. Okay, no water in the bottle. Okay, it won't be come back to its bottle. What do you think? Okay, for number 2, this is number 2. This is the answer for number 2. Let's see number 3. Caption 3. The piston moves out. This makes the water pressure decrease. Decrease is the opposite of increase, from 10 up to 1. I'm decreasing. Look at this picture. This is a decrease. Okay, the piston moves out. This makes the water pressure decrease. The low pressure causes the inlet valve to open. The open inlet valve lets water flow the bottle into the chamber. So this is the chamber. Here is the chamber. Here is the bottle. Okay, 3. As you can see, we prevent it from going to the chamber here. And finally, A. Let's describe what is happening here. The piston moves out. This makes the water pressure decrease. Okay, decrease. The low pressure causes the outlet valve to close. The closed outlet valve stops air from flowing into the chamber. So this is the description of 4. Okay, look at language. As we said before, cause is the reason of why something has happened. As I said, if I kicked some students out, there is a cause for this. The cause might be that he did not bring the book with him. As a result, I kicked him out. How to make a sentence using the verbs cause and makes. And by the way, cause and makes in this content, basically all of them mean the same, have a similar. How to make a sentence with that. I use cause and makes if the subject is not the doer of the action, but what the reason for something else that has happened. Okay. For example, before going through these grammatical rules, for example, if you saw someone at the street who is crying, okay, you need a reason why. Ask him or ask yourself why he is crying. There is a reason. Okay, so instead of saying Ahmed is crying, if you want to provide the reason, maybe because he is angry. So anger is the reason. You put anger at the beginning of the sentence. So you'd say anger. So anger causes, because anger is singular, causes the person or Ali or any noun to, and then you have to mention the verb. Okay, anger causes Ali to cry. You can say Ali is crying because he is angry. If you want to make it one sentence, you could say anger causes Ali to cry. Okay, let's see makes. Okay, makes if you want to force someone to do something. You could simply use the same sentence that we used before. You could say anger makes Ali cry. Okay, anger makes Sally. What's the difference between cause and makes here? The difference is if you use cause, you must use to between the object or the noun and the verb. Okay, so we need the subject plus causes plus the object in addition to that too, and then the verb. So the motor here causes the shaft to move. Okay, it causes it to move. But he is not, or this subject is not the doer of that. The motor did not move. Which one did move? It's the shaft. Bear in mind to that. Let's see, let's and allows. Let's and allows. I use this and allows if I want to give permission to someone. Okay. For example, all the students inside the classroom needs permission if they want to go out. Otherwise, they will have consequences. Like if someone, if one of the students wants to go out, he needs to ask for permission. So I need to let him go or allow him to go. Okay. So instead of saying Ahmed went to the bathroom, okay, I could say the teacher let the students go out. Okay, another meaning or another use is allow. The teacher allows the students to go out. Who did go out here? The students or the teacher? Students. The one who did give the permission is the teacher. The only difference is with the preposition. If you want to use allow, you must add to between the subject and the action he did. Now the urban valve lets the water flow out. I can't say to flow out. The open valve allows the water to flow out. Okay, the last section we have here is prevent stops. Prevent basically means to avoid something from happening or to make precautions to not do something. Similar to stop. In this context, both of them have a similar meaning. For example, if you are driving your car and suddenly you saw an object in front of you, you need to prevent from getting an accident. How do you do that? By pulling the brake. This is an action. So you prevent an action, prevent an accident by pulling the brake. Okay. Another example, if you saw me coming to your class and I saw two students who are fighting, so I need to step in to prevent any causes or any complication from their fighting. Maybe they get injured, maybe they could kill each other. Okay, so I could say the teacher prevents the students from fighting, or the teacher prevents the students from killing each other. Okay. Now again, we have cause, makes. This is the reason of something happening. Why? The shaft moves. The shaft moves because of the motor. Okay. If you want to use cause, you must add to with it. Makes without adding the preposition. This allow, both of them are used if you want to talk about or giving permission to something. Okay. And finally, the avoidance, to stop or avoid something from happening. But bear in mind that if you used prevent or stop, you must add the preposition from. In addition to that, you must add with the verb ing. Okay, you cannot say from flow. This is incorrect. Okay, so let's see the examples and upcoming exercise. So we have here an example. You need to put the subject and then to choose make, let, cause, allow, prevent, stop based on the sentence, the consecutive sentence, and then the object. In addition to that, the preposition, and to change the verb if needed. Okay, let's see the first one. How did we make it? Okay, the first one, the trigger makes the pistons move in. I could say the trigger causes the piston to move in. Okay, the trigger makes the pistons move in. Second example, pistons makes the pressure increase or increase. Okay, for 3, the spring. So the spring makes the pistons move in and out. I could say the spring causes the pistons to move in and out. Okay, the 2 valves let the air and the water flow in or out. The 2 valves allow the air and water to flow out, in or out. Okay, another example, the inlet outlet valve prevents, stop the water from flowing in. As you can see, if you prevent or stops, okay, you must add ing with the verb, including form. Okay, the inlet valve lets the water flow out. The inlet valve allows the water to flow out. Okay, high pressure causes the outlet valve to open. I could say high pressure makes the outlet valve open. But both of them are correct. And by the way, in a nutshell, you could choose most of them. Okay, the meaning are both of them have similarities, or all of them have similarities to each other. Pressure makes outlet valve close. High pressure makes the inlet valve close. Pressure causes the inlet valve to close. Low pressure causes the outlet valve to close. Okay. So what is important is to know that you need object, and then you need to decide you want to talk about something had caused something to happen, the reason of something, or why something is happening. You need to use cause and make. If you want to give a permission, you need to put let and allow. If you want to avoid something from happening, to stop it from happening, you need to use prevent and stop. Okay. Okay, if you use cause and allow, you need to put to. But let, okay, and make, we don't need to put to with it. If you use prevent and stop, you must add from and change the verb from its base form into ing. So you need to add ing to the verb. So in 5, we need to write this sentence to give similar meaning. Replace the verbs in italics with the correct form of the verb in brackets. Okay, so we need to change this verb using this verb in the brackets. Okay, and bear in mind, some verbs need to add to, while others we don't need to add to. Let's say the first one. Heat makes a metal expand. Expand. Okay, it means goes bigger. Expand means becoming bigger. Cold makes it contract. The opposite goes smaller or becomes smaller. So we need to use cause instead of makes. Let's see the answer. Okay, heat makes a metal expand and cold causes it. As we said before, causes, you must use to with it. Causes it to contract. Okay, let's see allow. We need to change let with allow. Again, you need to put to. This is allow. We need to change it, replace it with allow, and add to in this sentence. Let's see the answer. Overflow pipes allow extra water to flow. So this is the verb. Before the verb, we need to add the preposition. Flow is used with liquids. It means to move out, to go out. Okay, 3. The valve on the oil well does not allow the oil to explode. So does not means prevent, basically. We need to change prevent, and don't forget that prevent needs from and ing. So this is the verb. Before the verb, we need to put from and change allow into. So this is the answer. The valve on the oil well prevents oil from exploding. Okay, the valve on the oil well prevents oil exploding. So we need we needed to change all this phrase. Does not allow all of them. We needed to change them. So well, the oil to explode. We delete the to and replace it with from, and add ing to the verb. Okay, 4. These powerful pumps for water to rise 30 meters up the hill. So we need to change force with make. Again, if you use make, there is no preposition to here. So force has the same meaning of make. Let's see the answer. Those powerful pumps make the water rise. Look at to the different. Not the water to, we deleted to, because make does not require the use of preposition. Let's see 5. Stop. Stop has a method of prevent. You need to put from before the verb and add to the verb ing. So we need to delete do not allow electrical fires to spread. Okay, look to the to. This is the verb. So look to the answer. These fire extinguishers stop electrical fires from spreading. Okay, stop electrical fire. This is the noun. From preposition, spreading. This is the verb. It is included with ing. Okay, finally let. Again, if you use let, you need to delete the preposition. Show your ID card and the guard will let you enter the factory. Okay, so we just basically deleted to and replace allow with let. Okay, and exercise 6, we need to delete the wrong words. So we have multiple choice exercise. So choose either move or to move, for example. So we have from 1 to up to 12. So we have 12 questions of multiple choice. Again, we'll go through these vocabulary. So we have inlet valve, inlet pipe, spring, this is the spring, outlet valve, outlet pipe, piston, shaft, motor. Okay, before attempting to answer, try to read the sentence from the full stop up to the end of the bracket. Look to the verb where you have make. Should I use with make to or without to? Okay. Look at along. Should I use to or without to? Okay, so you need to memorize the grammatical rule in order to be able to answer this exercise. Otherwise, you won't be able to. You will rely on mere guessing. So you have to go back to the rule and be able to answer this exercise. So you need to know which one you must use to with it, which one we don't use to use the preposition. When to use to and from. When should we do or ing with the verb, and when we should don't. Okay, let's see the first one. So I would start from here. I will attempt to answer the first one here. Okay. So okay. Piston pumps can pump any fluid. Fluid means liquid. This is liquid, like water. This one pumps water. The pump has a motor, a shaft, and a spring, and two valves. The valve on the right is the outlet valve. The valve on the left is the inlet valve. This is how it works. The motor makes the shaft. So we have two choices. Which one we should use with makes? Should we add preposition or not? Okay, is the answer move or move? Okay, the answer is move. We don't need to with make. Okay, in and out, the shaft makes the piston. Okay, so we have makes again. We don't need to. So the shaft makes the piston move in and out. Let us look at the movement of the piston. The piston moves in. This causes, so which one we should use cause? This causes the water pressure increase to increase. So we need here to put to in the front of the verb. This causes the water pressure increase. The high pressure forces the outlet valve. Okay, so forces has the same meaning of makes. Okay, if you saw force, you must use to with it. Okay, the open valve allows fluid flow to flow. Allows which one to use? Okay, we need to choose the one with preposition to. The open valve allows the fluid to flow out of the pump through the outlet pipe. At the same time, the high pressure makes the inlet valve. So we have makes. Look at number one. Okay, makes the inlet valve close. This closed valve prevents the fluid, means the liquid, to flow or from flowing. So look, to prevent. Which one is correct? Okay, the correct answer is from flowing. Okay, from flowing. Whenever you solve prevent, if you wanted to use it in a sentence, you need to add from after the noun, and then ing with the verb back through the inlet pipe. The piston moves out. This makes the water pressure decrease to decrease. So we have makes. Again, like number one, makes. We must not use to with makes. Okay, the correct one is decrease. The pressure forces the inlet valve open to open. So forces like for. Okay. We crossed the one without to. So the correct one is choose something with to. To open the open inlet valve lets fluid flow. So we have let's. Okay, choose the one with flow without the preposition into the pump through the inlet valve. At the same time, the low pressure makes the outlet valve close to close. So we have makes again, like number one, choose the one without to. This closed valve stops the fluid, allows the flow from flowing. Okay, so we have like prevent. Okay, is like prevent. So we need to choose the one with from and ing to the verb. So this is the correct answer. From flowing back into the pump through the outlet pipe. Okay. Okay, we finished for today, but we're gonna go through this lesson again and do a quick revision. Okay, so we talked about cause and effect. We said cause is the result of why something is happening, the reason why. Okay, and effect is the result of something happening. Okay, what is the result? For number one, we talked about pistons and valves. Okay, we go through spray bottle. This is an example spray bottle. We go through its components. Okay, what are the components of the spray bottle? They say the components are nozzle, spring, trigger, piston, liquid, bottle, tube, spring, inlet valve, outlet valve, chamber. Okay, we go through this caption and we say that caption is basically a descriptive or description for something using a picture. This is the caption. Okay, and under it you will have some sentences that describe what you need to do in the picture. We talked about how to use the causative sentences, how to use cause, makes, lists, allow, prevent, stop. We said cause is used if this is the result of why something has happened, and makes is to forcing to do something. Okay, here the subject is not the doer of the action, but he was responsible for the object to do the verb. Okay. For less allows, here is used if you want to provide permission. And finally, prevent stop is if you want to talk about something that you need to avoid. The difference is with causes and allows you must add to between the noun and the verb, while makes and less does not require the preposition to. While if you want to use prevent and stop, you must add from in between and add ing to the verb. So if you want to be able to answer exercises that are relying on grammatical rule, you must memorize and understand this rule fully. Otherwise, you won't be able to answer. Okay, we go through lots of examples how to use each one of them. And we change the sentences. We were able to change the sentences by replacing the main verb and deleting the preposition if needed, or adding preposition based on the verb that was in the brackets. And finally, we go through multiple choice questions. So we understand when to use the reason, or when to force, or when to use the verb avoid. Okay. So we finished for today. The lesson will be about switches and relays. Okay, I hope you enjoyed, and feel free to contact me whenever you have any questions. Okay, thank you, and hope to see you again in another lesson. Thanks.